Hey guys, so I just wanted to check in. Yeah, so the day two of the Arena Open went fairly well. I was, happy with the result. Ended up winning $500 and getting qualified here for the um, June 10th. I guess it's going to be historic qualifier weekend. So with that in mind, since I don't need to worry about qualifying this month here, um, this is where we at. This is where we're at here in Mythic for Constructed and Limited. I guess I'm going to spend some time trying to focus on Historic and trying to kind of figure out a deck. I've been kind of tooling around a little bit, and I put together kind of a fun mono white Historic kind of beatdown deck. I took it through a couple different queues. There is a metric ton that I need to learn about the format. I literally have never, I don't think I've ever played Historic before, or if I have, it's been so long ago, it just, at any rate. So this is the deck. It's still, probably not very tuned, but it does have some fun cards in it. Basically 20 land. The idea is to just curve out with as many 1-drops into 2-drops. This gives us the ability to play Lurrus as the companion. So we have basically an extra card we have access to, and then we can recur all of our nonsense later in the game, if there is a later in the game. Some of the choices I made, so I decided to go tribal humans, partially because Coppercoat Vanguard is just totally bonkers, and giving ward and then +1 +0 to everything is great. And then Thalia's Lieutenant is the other lord here, which, again, puts counters all over the place, which is nice because if they kill the lieutenant, we don't lose the buff. And then Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. I've moved this up to a 4-slot just because there are some totally insane, there's just some crazy decks out there that are very reliant on spells, and they can just lock you out. I think I just lost to an Enchantress deck, and it just totally locked me out, and I can't even remember what turn, so it's going to be a learning process here. In terms of the 1-drops, we also have 4 Brave the Elements, just to kind of push through the final points. That's the only spell in the deck, and then everything else is just efficient creatures getting in. Everything's a human. I tried to find everything that was 2 power or better. So this one gives the ability to enlist, then you can get a little boon where you can get a +1/+1 count on the next creature you cast, so that's kind of nice. Code Spell Cleric, we're going to have a lot of 1-drops, so casting this as our second spell is going to be pretty easy. Esper Sentinel is, looks like a staple here, just because there's so many spells happening, just gives you a lot of free cards and just extra advantage. So fantastic creature here. Hopeful Initiate. You've seen this guy before, just another creature that hopefully will be 2 power, and then it can give us some utility against like artifacts and enchantments. And then Recruitment Officer actually does hit a lot of targets, so it's a sort of vanilla 2/1, but it does also go find both of our lords, so that's kind of cool, and Thalia, and then a bunch of other nonsense. And then Soldier of the Pantheon, pro multicolored is actually surprisingly relevant. The life gain, but other than that, it's a 2/1 vanilla just get in there card. So I haven't looked at sort of the sideboard strategies too much. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna do some best of ones, sort of get used to the game 1. But I like what I see so far. And then for the land count, we've got 2 Cave of the Frost Dragon, which gives us utility for like a late game kind of creature, and then 2 Sheffet Dunes. We don't want to have too much life that we're paying, since there's a lot of other aggressive strategies, but this is another way to kind of pump our team without sacrificing the ability to produce white mana. So we have 1 Iganjo, which you guys have seen before in Standard, and then again 20 lands total, just trying to curve out as efficiently as humanly possible. There isn't any room for any non-white source lands, partially because we have like 24 1-drops plus Brave the Elements, so like we always need our colored land all the time. So with all that said, let's jump into a standard event and just kind of get some games in. And again, like, having not played Historic basically ever, this is all new to me, so trying to get as ready as I can here for the upcoming qualifier weekend, while at the same time playing a deck that I think will be fun. All right, here we go for round one. Oh. Yeah, there do seem to be a lot of really powerful decks. Some of the ones I've run into is like Elves. I ran into Enchantress. This Is It Wizard deck that's really fast and really nasty. Rakdos. Wow, main deck Authority. Whew. So against most decks, I assume Thalia is really good. We are kind of a little bit of on a clock with this Skrell's Hive thing, though. So I think... I don't know if we should do that this turn or if we should just go Guy. Yeah, I guess Thalia is probably the safe play. I just don't know what we're up against is the real problem. Okay, another Skrell's Hive. Oh, wow. This is going to get out of hand. Okay, so now we can go ahead and attack and enlist here. I guess we should be a little careful about enlisting because then he'll get poison counters, which isn't great, but I feel like we do get extra counters here, so maybe we enlist. Yeah. All right, so we definitely want to make sure he doesn't get up to 3 counters this turn. So this way he still makes it to 3. So I guess in that case maybe we enlist once. Just attack regularly. Oh, actually, you know, we've got Code Spell Cleric, so this might work out. Okay, so we enlist here and then attack here. Never mind, this actually does not work. So this one will enlist that, and then we'll also attack with Code Spell Cleric. Okay, so then there's no point in blocking here. Yeah, we just kill them. Okay, cool. Seems good. So yeah, pretty much I guess it's almost always correct to Thalia on turn 2 in this format. Like, I guess if you're playing against maybe elves or goblins, maybe you don't. That's about it. So we have 24 1-drops. With that in mind, it might be correct to just go Recruitment Officer. There'll be a very decent chance we just draw into a 1-drop, and then we can go like 1-drop with that guy and this guy. So I think it's probably right to go Officer here and try to roll high. Okay, actually I forgot we have Thalia, so we probably should have played this instead. And it's better here. Yeah, so this is actually just kind of awkward. So I think we're just going Thalia here. And I don't think we trade for this. I have no idea. I have no idea what we're playing against, to be honest. Some version of White Weenie, maybe. And then I think we're probably just sending with these two, because the next turn we can kill them with Brave the Elements. Unless they have like a board wipe. Intangible Virtue, sure. Yeah, I think we just take it and then just kill them next turn. That works. Incidentally, if anybody here who's watching does play Historic, feel free to pipe in the comments. Yeah, because this is totally new to me. Okay, elves. Elves, I think, goes bigger faster than we do, unfortunately. you have any kind of hand. So I guess we could trade for his War Master, which is going to get out of hand very, very quickly. But I mean, so is everything else. So he swings back for a lot. Although this, he probably just taps and does something else utterly disgusting. So I think we actually, oh god, we do get in, right? We need all the damage we can get. I think this is just a really bad matchup if we don't have Brave the Elements. Even then, it's still pretty bad. Like, it just gets so out of hand so quickly. Good lord. So can we survive an attack? If he shoves with everyone next turn, assume he does nothing. Like if he plays no other cards, these two get in and he doesn't block. Block, block. We take 3, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, okay, we're just dead. We literally can't even attack. Not profitably. I guess we could attack with Thalia. And then we drop to like 1. But then we lose everything. So I think we just don't attack, unfortunately. So it's just, yeah. Unfortunately, he just went bigger, faster, harder. Okay. All we've got going is that he doesn't want to attack us for whatever reason. Well, he wants to go collect a company right now. I think that's what he's going to do. So if we get in with these two, we block 4, we don't quite die. I think this is the play. Possibly even with Soldier of the Pantheon. So we want to kill... I guess he probably just trades it with like an Elf Warrior. Although it's not clear we're getting any kind of better chances after this. So I think we go for it. Actually, that was probably wrong. If he just took it, he could have just killed us by just not blocking and then attacking. Okay. I am so confused. I don't know why he blocked like that. So I think, okay, maybe that's why. Whew. Sack a creature, all right. I guess we could have kept it, and then I think the play either way is to try to Iganjo that thing. So I think we get in, hope he falls for it. No, he doesn't care. Okay. Forge Fire. I don't even know what this thing does. Wow. Okay. We could block here. The problem is, like, this is an artifact, so like even if we draw into Brave the Elements, it doesn't actually do anything. I think we just chump. Go Thalia here, or Thalia's Lieutenant, I should say. Problem is then he just swings in for a whole bunch. So I think we just want maybe Code Spell Cleric to get a counter and then be able to chump. I mean, the real answer is this game is over, but I don't know why he hasn't bothered killing us yet. Whew. Okay, so we're going to sack a guy on our upkeep. If we kill... Actually, let's see. This blocks here. This blocks here. We have to block these with huge guys. I think Soldier of the Pantheon blocks like this. Yeah, I think it looks like this. We're taking 12. All right. I guess we could Lieutenant. Yeah, let's Lieutenant first. Oh, never mind. I thought the Lieutenant was gonna, whatever. I mean, we're just dead is the real answer. Part of the reason I've stayed in the game is I kind of want to see the deck. I'm just kind of curious. That's going to do it. Whew. Yeah, Elves is a beating. It's entirely possible that our deck is just not viable, but, you know, it's fun to play. Then here I think we lead out with Sentinel. So this card is just super great against most of the field. Any kind of spell they want to cast. Free card advantage. Gotta love it. Wow. Okay. That's cool. I think let's see, we could always replay it. I think we block here. This thing could potentially be problematic. I don't know. I think it feels like it might be right to block here. Okay, so he has some sort of nonsense. I don't know. I'm not sure what he has. Or he just wants that thing dead? I don't really get it. I guess in case I deal with Thalia, I want to play Thalia's Lieutenant first and then Initiate afterwards. Okay, so I can make this thing a 2-3, not quite good enough. I guess let's go Soldier the Pantheon here. Now we can get in with both of these. Chain Whirler's pretty nasty. thank God we had the buffs. Okay, Brave the Elements, I think is going to do it. So let's see, we've got 3, this will be 5, 8, yeah, okay, he's dead. Zerta the Dawn Waker. Okay. Interesting. Start with Sentinel. Don't really know what we're up against. Kind of the 1-2 punch of Sentinel into Thalia was pretty great too. I don't know if these guys stack, to be honest. I have no idea. I guess actually we should have gone Banalish, but that would have been better actually. I guess if they have like Chain Whirler, it's super bad though, so maybe we don't. And this is such a beating, it's not even fair. Okay, let's just go Brave the Elements. And then I think let's go Hopeful and maybe Knight. Maybe we won't even bother. Maybe we just let it go. Actually, it might have been right to like not even Brave the Elements there. Okay, it's super irrelevant, I guess. Okay, one lander, I think we probably do mulligan. If we got there, it'd be super sweet. I think we've got a mulligan. And this is pretty good, too. Okay, this is the wizard deck that I was talking about. This Symmetry Sage is totally bonkers good. Like, this card is just absurd. Okay, so I think we go Thalia into Codespell Cleric. Oh god, they had the Reckless Charge. Oh no, this is gonna get so out of hand. And then they get to cast a spell for free because that's just totally insane. Yeah, they had everything they needed here, I think. And everything is trample. This deck is just crazy good. This might be too good for us. Okay, so we're facing 16. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That deck is totally insane. Symmetry Sage is what makes all the difference. Okay, blue-white control most likely. I think we want to keep Thalia around, so I think we go Copper Coat here. So they can like prematurely remove Thalia. then they can wipe the board. We want to prevent that. Alright, so we're pushing 7, so they're dead in 2 turns anyways. Otherwise, I think Thalia's Lieutenant would be correct, but they might deal with Thalia, so we probably need to back up to Thalia. I just don't know what their deck has. Can't quite Supreme Verdict. So I guess we just go for it. And that'll do it. Yeah, super important against the blue-white matchup. So it seems like, yeah, the big matchups that are kind of hard for us now, elves, because they just go bigger so much faster. Is it wizards? Because if they have insane starts, they're just a little faster. And then I think we're fairly well positioned against like control because we have, you know, like Esper Sentinel and Thalia, which kind of helps. I don't know how we do against mono red. Like, I think we squeaked out a game, but I don't know how we do normally. But yeah, the Coppercoat Vanguard is such a nice addition to this deck. Just giving everything ward just gives people fits. So this might be Rakdos, in which case we're super happy to Drop Esper Sentinel. Do you like a board wipe, maybe? Like, okay. Guess if they've got removal, I mean, we're going to push a lot of damage this turn. Okay. Final boss. We're 6 and 2. Can we do it, guys? What do you think? What are the odds? It's a decent hand. Okay, here are the Orphan Guard. Okay, each creature, cat, elemental. Wow, cool. Let's lead out with, I guess, Soldier of the Pantheon. If he's like dual color, maybe. Could be good. Here I'm really tempted to, yeah, Code Spell Cleric is hard because I want to be able to flip this guy. I guess there's no guarantees. Like we can go like Initiate and Code Spell on itself just to have a greater likelihood of being able to flip it. That being said, we're not pushing as much damage. And he might just have removal. So I think maybe we just attack and see what he does. And that's kind of the plan. I guess we could always go Code Spell next turn. I just have like a 2-1. That actually might be better. Just Code Spelling next turn. No, thank you. Not today. Go and find some more stuff, or we can just play Lurrus. Lurrus seems better. Or have Lurrus ready, I should say. This way we also get to keep Brave the Elements open. Yeah, all we can play is like Recruitment Officer, so I think we just shove first and see what he does. I'm also kind of tempted to just go Recruitment Officer here, so we can keep open Brave the Elements. I don't trust this. I guess we could drop Officer, but again, like if he has like a board wipe. Okay. Maybe I'm too cautious. Sure. Let's go find something. We could go like this, like Thalia's Lieutenant. This would be presenting lethal with like Brave the Element backup. But I mean, we have several ways to do this. I guess like we'd force another board wipe this way. Sorry, he's got 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I think I'd rather... Let's go Thalia first, so that they're all 2/2s. Or like at least 2 power, I should say. Although we can make Thalia bigger next turn. So maybe it's better to go Officer first. I'm just going to go Thalia first. Again, not sure what we're up against. some kind of combo maybe? Reanimator or something? Okay, there's the farewell. So now I guess we go recruitment officer with Brave the Elements backup. So we're playing a value game now. So I guess we go Hopeful Initiate plus Code Spell Cleric, I guess. Could also go like Copper Coat plus Cleric. Actually, Copper Coat plus Cleric does leave Brave the Elements backup, but I don't know that that's super great because he hasn't really done any kind of damage, just like board wipes. This is pretty similar in that this way we can drop Copper Coat next turn for lethal, so it doesn't look like lethal, even though it is. Because we can recur with Lurrus now. We could still keep Lurrus out of it and go like Copper Coat plus Code Spell. I think we can start going Lurrus now. This way we can keep Brave the Element back up. And then I think maybe we put it on Lurrus here. I mean, it's not super important in terms of trying to think, like maybe he does like 2 damage to everything. He can make 1/1s. I guess we'll put it here. We'll spread it out. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. So I think we go pro white. He still has enough to make a token, I think. 1, 2, yeah, so he can block. But it's a start. Alright, so I guess he's saying no to that. Kahira. If we drew land, we could try to get there with the cave, but now I think we just go Initiate. Actually, we've got 5 mana. We can go Copper Code plus Code Spell. That is lethal. I mean, he still blocks, but at least force blocks. We could get Recruitment Officer going. We could probably drop these two, since if he has Verdict, we're just dead. Yeah, I think that's the play. He can go to 1 with Ardenvale. I guess that's his plan. Now I think we go for it. If he's got board wipe, we're dead. But if we draw land after board wipe, maybe we just win. Just looking for it. Okay, I think we're just going for it. Woo! Did it. All right, 7-2. So I think that, yeah, they're definitely like things to learn about the format. I'm glad to see that we can still win out with this deck. Or at least go 7-2. So, in hindsight, I have done a couple of these here, and I've been able to do 7-2 with a similar deck. So, it wasn't a huge shock, but it is. It's an interesting format, yeah. And I'm starting to think about what kind of cards we consider for sideboarding against. Elves, for example, and that really nasty fast wizard deck. But yeah, here's the deck. I'll put the link for the deck list in the description. And thanks guys for watching. We will see you next time.